Hey guys, Barbara here. Today I have a treat for you. I'm going to be making a 3-layered carrot cake with white chocolate buttercream frosting. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Let me go ahead and take care of my dry ingredients first. This is 2 cups of all-purpose flour that is not sifted, but you can sift yours if you like. It won't harm anything. 2 cups of regular white sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. You can also add a teaspoon of salt to this, but I'm opting not to because I always have to watch my sodium intake. Now let me just go ahead and give this a whisk, set it aside, and then take care of the wet ingredients. So I need 4 eggs. Let me go ahead and get them all open. I always crack them in something separate first because I want to make sure that I get all the shells if I don't crack them right. Now let me whisk this so this can be well incorporated first before I add a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of regular cooking oil. I'm using canola. You can use whatever you have on hand. And then this is a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. This is the secret to my carrot cake, guys. It's the coconut milk. 8 ounces of crushed pineapples from the can, and then 2 cups of shredded carrots that I shredded on the small side of the grater because I can't stand eating carrot cake, and then you get like a big old chunk of the carrot in there. So 2 teaspoons of vanilla. All I have is the imitation stuff. You can use the real deal if that's what you have. And then just make sure that you whisk your wet ingredients thoroughly before we start adding the wet to the dry. Now when it comes to making cakes, you're going to find it's either this way, mix all the dry together, all the wet, then merge it, or you're going to find sometimes that you have to cream the butter and the sugar first, then add the eggs, and then start going back and forth with the wet and the dry. I love this kind of cake better because it's so simple to make. No hassle, guys. No hand mixer, no nothing. So I've switched out from the spatula and the whisk to this wooden spoon because I really need to get in here with some elbow grease. And let me tell you guys, make sure all the white stuff from the bottom is well incorporated because, you want to make sure that your batter is mixed well before you start pouring it into the pan, or else you're going to have to pour it back into the thing, okay? That's why I use a clear thing that I can see. These pans are greased and floured thoroughly. They're 9 inches wide, I think by 1 or 1.5 tall. They're not too tall. And I'm just going back and forth with the batter because I don't want to measure, but you can measure. You can totally get scientific and measure. And I'm just eyeballing. So now let me get the last dribble right here. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and it beeped already, so it's ready for me. So now let me go ahead and get these into the oven. And I always put 2 in the front and 1 on the bottom because my oven is not level, and if I put this one on the top in the back, my cake is going to be so lopsided. Let me go ahead and set the timer for 35 minutes. And of course, a toothpick inserted has to come out clean for us to know that it's done. So let me go ahead and set it here on my wire rack to cool for about not more than 10 minutes, okay guys? And then now I'm using a butter knife to just release the cake from the sides. And because my pan was greased and floured thoroughly, it's not going to give me any trouble to come out. So just flip it over, and I'm going to get all 3 out. And then I'm going to walk away because this has to cool completely before I start messing with buttercream frosting, all right? Get a beautiful plate. Turn the first one upside down because you want the bottom to look nice when you cut the slices. This is some leftover white chocolate buttercream frosting that I had for my birthday cake that I made a couple days ago. And I'm just going to use the leftovers to just put in between. And I don't want you to worry because I'm going to show you how to make this frosting too, okay? Just hang in here with me. So let me go ahead and get a thick layer. And then let me grab my second cake because this is a 3-layered cake. Remember? Second cake on here. And some people will like slice off the top of the cake to make it all level and flat. I should really do that, but I don't want to. So I ran out of buttercream frosting, so now I have to stop and show you guys how to make it. So over to the stove, 6 ounces of white chocolate morsels, and get a saucepan of water like this and a Pyrex dish, toss it in there and just let it melt on its own while the water is boiling. Add a little bit of olive oil to this because this is so difficult to melt. This is 2 cups of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, and then this is a whole cup of butter, and it's like room temperature. Mix it in well. And always remember that white chocolate will not melt as smoothly as dark chocolate or regular milk chocolate, okay? So let me start off with a couple tablespoons of milk first. And I think this is all we're going to need, but let me go ahead and stir. Again, I'm using a wooden spoon. I've noticed that it's coming out kind of lumpy, but let me see what happens after I add the white chocolate, okay? Okay, so let me add a teaspoon of vanilla, stir, and then now it's time for us to add our white chocolate that we melted. So let me get it in there, and let's see what's happening. It's still lumpy. I don't like it like this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out my hand mixer, and I'm just gonna go on ahead and give this a whirl to make sure it's smooth. I want it smooth. So sometimes I don't have to do this. It just so happens, you know, whatever's going on with the weather or whatever. So not too long, just like a minute or so. And if you notice, this is very, very liquidy. So we will not be able to put this on any cake right now. So let me stick this in the fridge, not the freezer, but the fridge, for about maybe up to a half hour. But I'm going to check on it. All right, so it took about 25 minutes. And now I'm just going to put the rest here on top of the second layer of cake. Remember, we ran out on the second layer. So look at my offset spatula, guys. Look at me moving up in the world, huh? And then now we just have to put the top layer, and this is why I said we should have sliced it off, because I can feel it slipping and sliding, but it's okay. We're gonna manage. You know, we're pros here. So now we're just gonna decorate the rest of this cake, and like I always tell you guys, I suck at decorating cake. I don't want to go to classes for it. I don't want to have, you know, get frustrated and have to buy tools and equipment and stuff. My sister does that. She has a channel, My Life on the Hill. You can go see her do all that cake stuff there. So let me just go ahead and spread it around the sides. You know, you guys, I'm going to tell you, go ahead and slice off the top. You're going to not be as frustrated if you slice off the top and the cake is not slipping and sliding, okay? So now let's go with the top layer and just spread as smoothly as I can on the top and around the sides. So right now I have the cake in the fridge so that the frosting will set again. You guys see, when it's a very hot day, you got to put it in and out of the fridge, okay? A lot of people won't tell you that. When it comes to working with buttercream on a hot day, it is a pain. But I really love this frosting after I made it for my birthday. I made it on half this recipe. So it was a little bitty cake, and I put the frosting on. That's why I had some leftovers to put in the middle first, and then dress the top, but it was kind of melting on me, so I put it back in the fridge. I'm going to take it out again, smooth it off, work on it, and then I'm going to cut out that big chunk and come back and show you guys, okay? I want to thank all of you that took the time to wish me a happy birthday at my social media, my Instagram, my Facebook, Twitter, even here, right here at YouTube. Thank you so much. For the two people that sent me a birthday card, Sandra and Diana, thank you so much. The cards were so beautiful. The words inside said exactly how I felt in my heart about you guys and how you guys feel about me. So it was pretty awesome. Shanika, oh my goodness. Shanika, you are such a sweetie. Thank you for my birthday gift. I don't know if you want me to say how much it was, but it has something to do with my age. There, I said it. Shanika, thank you so much. I told you I'm going to do something wise with it, and you said have fun. Sometimes, Shanika, my wise is also fun. So I might get like a pot set for the kitchen so that every time I use it, I can say, Shanika gave me this for my birthday. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks, guys. I hope you guys try this recipe. Wait till it cools down. Right now it's so hot in America right now, especially in Southern California. Wait till it cools down. Make this one. Take it somewhere with you for a potluck. No aftertaste. Just a wonderful, wonderful carrot cake. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the show, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for visiting my website and buying the stuff that I'm selling. Until I see you guys again, take care. So here's the first piece, and no, we're not going to eat this big hunk of cake, okay? I just wanted you to see how moist the cake was, and of course I used the back of a spoon to make this design in the frosting because that's all I know how to do. Don't forget to check out the online store at my website, thebearpantryshow.com or bearpantryshow.com, where you can pick up a copy of any of the books and Joe's Unique Utensil Art.